Today you'll learn 6 easy ways to make people laugh and love being around you. The first is to play dumb. One way you can do this is to purposefully misunderstand something obvious.
Do you know what this is? Okay,
Yeah, you're supposed to. It's like,
I haven't taken a lot of pregnancy tests in my day. In fact, like almost none. I did pee on it, so don't look at the
so
pee
do you
part.
have COVID or no? Like, what's...
The key here is to act so oblivious, it would be impossible to miss that you're joking.
You screen tested for Iron Man. Was that the original Iron Man, or is it one of the sequels that you screen tested for?
I'm not aware of the ins and outs. I know that there was a day.
You don't know
in
which one you auditioned for?
Just don't ruin the story.
Okay.
I know that a wonderful actor, Robert Downey Jr. and I, we screen tested on the same day. And I'm still waiting to hear back. And
As you just saw, playing dumb is a great way to get a laugh anytime someone asks you about something that didn't go well. It can help transform a potentially awkward or negative conversation into a playful one where you look confident and fun. Now, if all you do is play dumb and conversation, it will get stale fast. So you want to mix it in with some of the other jokes in this video for the next easy way to make people love being around you. Watch this clip of Dwayne Johnson answering the question, how tall is Kevin Hart?
Okay, is this the legit answer because I know it, or is this, do I fuck with you on this? Which one?
I think you should go for what you know.
Well, I'll go for what I know.
Yes.
Legit answer, legit, because I know you're my best friend. 4'2".
That's
Right? That's legit.
Hey!
That's an example of a sincerity fakeout. You set expectations that you're going to say something sincere. Then you undercut those expectations for a laugh. Now, you don't want to do this all the time. It's important to be sincere when you want to connect with someone, but especially if the conversation is feeling a little boring. A sincerity fakeout is a great way to make people laugh and create a more fun vibe. Here's one more example, this time with Ryan Reynolds answering a question about how he got involved with aviation gin.
Comic and feeling like this is a once-in-a-lifetime connection. And then a few years later, I met my wife, and I was like, oh, I guess a once-in-a-lifetime connection can happen twice. And then, and then we had our children, and that's when I realized that I love gin.
You just saw a great way to set yourself up to make people laugh, the 3-point list. Set your joke up by listing off 2 genuine things, and then make the third thing you say an obvious joke. You can use this joke in almost any small talk conversation, specifically when someone asks you something like why you like your job or what you do for fun. In this next flip, Nikki Glaser uses this joke when describing what makes her inner beauty.
I can't trust that someone's gonna like see my inner beauty in line at CVS if I have no makeup on. They're not gonna like sense that I'm a good friend or like I'm funny or I do anal. Like they're not gonna know any of my best traits just by...
This joke gets a laugh because it plays with people's expectations. You deliberately lead them one way and then surprise them with an unexpected twist.
I want guys to feel good about it because you can have a good relationship with a guy with a micropenis. There's obviously ways around it. You have toys, you have your hands, you can cheat on him. Like there's things that you can... No, you deserve love like anyone else, and I would be with you.
Once you've established a playful vibe like this, there's another easy way you can make people laugh exaggerate so much it's impossible to take you seriously for an example of what this looks like. Listen to Theovan and Joe Rogan talk about the time Theo went 4 days without food.
How much weight did you lose?
I probably lost about 4 pounds, pounds I needed too. You
wow.
know? But I got clear, man. I could hear, swear to God, y'all could hear somebody fold a piece of bread from 80 feet away, bro. I was so hungry, dude. I could hear a skittle hit the cement across the street.
Almost any time you want to get a laugh, you can just describe something using over-the-top exaggeration for another example. Listen to Tim Dillon talk about the Ellen workplace controversy.
You're allowed to be nasty to people. You're accomplished. You're a comedian. You did the whole thing. What you're not allowed to do is have a Guantanamo Bay situation in the backstage of your show where everybody's walking around afraid for their life and it's like Abu Ghraib where they're hooked up to wires.
This is especially powerful if you're being negative in general. No one likes to listen to someone complain, but if you use over-the-top exaggeration, you can make it fun for the people around you. For example, listen to Ryan Reynolds discussing working with a child actor for the first time.
Yeah, you know, I was
nervous. I mean, you know, when you're working with a child actor, you first thing you think is, I want to take my life with fire.
Right.
You know, there's that.
Let's talk about arguably the most charismatic joke you can make a joke that elevates the other person.
I get a sense that your fan bases are quite competitive with each other.
No, really?
Who do you think's winning?
I lead his fan base. I'm the founding member of that one too.
And they're calling for a Loki movie.
It's very. We are.
We are.
Most people do the opposite of this. They combine you with a tease that puts the other person down like this.
I would marry him so hard and quickly.
You don't marry someone hard.
I would marry him all night long.
I would marry him till he's sore. No, you don't marry. That's not. Don't what? You said.
Playful teasing can absolutely make people laugh. But if this is your only form of humor, it can leave the person wondering if you actually like them on the flip side. If all you do is tell jokes that elevate other people, you're on the risk of seeming like a suck-up. It's when you mix complimentary jokes in with other styles of humor that people will really like being around you. If you aren't sure exactly how to make jokes that elevate other people, start with your trusty new habit of over-the-top exaggerations.
What about you, Chris? Are you an app guy? No? Really? You don't need them. Your life is Tinder. Your life's Tinder. You just walk down the street, and women walk towards you, and you just swipe right if you want them, and you swipe left if you don't.
On the flip side, when making jokes about yourself, a great way to make people laugh is self-deprecating humor. Most people do the opposite of this. They tease other people and try to make themselves look good. This can work, but you run the risk of hurting people's feelings and looking like a try-hard ironically when you poke fun at yourself. You can make yourself look extremely likable and confident. Here's an example of this done well, with Hugh Jackman talking about his dad.
No matter anything I've ever done, acting-wise, he says exactly the same thing. Hugh, wonderful work. Van Helsing, it just really...
Van Helsing got terrible reviews, and he was willingness to joke about it. Gets everyone around him laughing. If you worry that this will make you look bad, start by teasing yourself for things you aren't actually insecure about that way. If other people double down on your joke, it won't hurt your feelings that said this is just a guideline. And once you're comfortable with these jokes, you can joke about whatever you want.
Let's be honest, it was a difficult part. A guy who gets high, takes his shirt off, and doesn't get on with his wife. It's a big stretch. It's big.
Most people are scared to make jokes like this because they want to look perfect so that people will like them, but people don't judge you for having imperfections. They judge you on how you perceive your imperfections by joking about them. You show that you're confident being seen as you are now. One good general habit when you're making a joke at your own expense, smile. This lets other people know it's okay to laugh. For example, watch Bill Burr tell Joe Rogan a story where he has to apologize to his wife for an angry outburst.
I put my head to the side of her head and I just go, I'm sorry. I don't want to tell you, you married a up. You blew it. You're not good at reading people.
At the end of the day, for teasing yourself or teasing others, it all comes down to your intention and where you're coming from. If you're insecure and teasing yourself because you're in a race to do it before other people do, that will come through. If you're insecure and teasing other people to try to bring them down, that comes through too when you're teasing yourself or someone else purely to have fun, not trying to play a weird social hierarchy game. Then you can naturally flow between the two, and people will sense your intention is simply to create a fun conversation.
Do you want to trade blazers? Maybe yours would look nice.
Yeah, no, mine's more valuable.
No, no problem. No, it's like...
Actually, maybe not.
No, one of the...
Definitely not.
There you go.
No!
I hope you enjoyed this video, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.